Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. It's Sophie. I'm super excited to be back with another makeup tutorial for you guys today. For today's look, I'm going to be showing you guys how I achieved this halo eye, and it is a lot of oranges and a beautiful glitter, and all these shadows are from one palette. It is the Colourpop Orange You Glad palette, and I have to say this is probably my favorite palette at the moment. I've only used it a handful of times, but I'm absolutely obsessed with it. So if you want to see how I achieved this look, then just go ahead and keep on watching. So first thing I'm doing is priming my eyelids, and I'm using my Too Faced Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Fair to just kind of prime my eyelids. And then this is today's palette, the Colourpop Orange You Glad palette, and if you're a big fan of warm tones, then I highly recommend this palette. You'd actually really love it if you love warm tones. I think that all of these shades are super suitable for doing natural looks, but also you can get artistic with it and create something a little bit more dramatic as well. So I'm doing something a little bit more dramatic today. First thing I'm doing is going into this orange shade called Sunkissed, and I'm just going to be applying this into my crease. And I did apply tape on the outer corner just because I love that sharp edge on the outer corner. I think that it looks really nice, so I've been really into it lately. And I'm just kind of applying this into my crease, and as you can see, this shade is super pigmented and super easy to blend out as well. So I'm just applying this into my crease a few times, just really building the pigment. And then I'm going into this shade right here called Mimosa Mommy, and it's this beautiful corally orange shade. It looks really coral in the pan, but when you apply it onto your eye, it kind of looks a little bit more orange, but I still love this color. So yeah, I'm just applying this into my crease with this angled brush by Morphe, and I wish I could tell you guys what the number of that brush is, but it actually doesn't have a number because it came in a set. So look for a set of brushes that has the same handle and gold detailing on it. And then I picked up the first shade that we applied in our crease, the Sunkissed shade, with this smaller tapered brush. It's small, but it's still big enough to kind of fluff out that line and just really diffuse it out. So I like to go in with the first transition color first and just blend it out like this first. And then you're going to see in the next clip that I get an even smaller tapered brush, blending brush, and I'm going into that Mimosa Mommy shade and then getting a little bit closer to that line and just doing left and right motions. For both of those steps, I just went in left and right motions directly over top of that line, keeping it super low, and this is going to help just give us more of a gradient effect for the look. Next, I'm going into this color right here with this angled brush by Colourpop, and I'm just applying this line a little bit underneath where we applied the last one, and it's just going to give us a little bit more dimension and a little bit more depth. As you can see, it's not that much darker than the other one, but I didn't want to make it too dark, and this is the darkest shade in the palette, so I just applied that one first, and then I went in with this tapered brush and picked up some more of that shade just to buff it out in left and right motions. And then I'm grabbing my angled brush and some of my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer, and I'm just starting to carve my lid, and I'm doing this very precisely. If you guys want your angled brush to have more of a precise edge, you can always add some glitter glue to the tip of that brush and then let it dry, and it gives the tip of your brush a lot more precision. If you haven't tried that trick, highly recommend. And then I'm just grabbing this small brush by Morphe and some translucent powder, and I just set my lid. And then I'm going into this glittery shade right here, and it's literally a pressed glitter. You have to be super gentle with that shadow because it will literally fall out. So super easy to apply though. I didn't even use glitter glue and it stays put. Next, I'm grabbing this even smaller tapered brush, and I'm going into the same shade Sunkissed, the first transition color that we used, and I'm just applying this to the very inner and outer corners, mainly saturating that color on the very outer and inner edge, and then just feathering inward with whatever I have left over on the brush. And then I'm going back into Mimosa Mommy with this small pencil brush, and I'm just doing tapping motions, just trying to get that pigment down on the very inner and outer edge, just applying or achieving more of a gradient look and just giving it some more dimension. And then we're going to be going back into the first brush and just really making sure that those two shades are blended before we add any more depth. So once all of our blending is done, I'm just going to be peeling off my tape and applying my Shop Sophie Bella Bali lashes. If you guys want to check out our brand, the link is always in the bio. And then I'm just going to be moving on to the lower lash line. So I just applied that same glitter shade to the very center. And then I'm applying that Sunkissed shade to the very inner and outer corners. And we're going to be building depth on the lower lash line very similar to how we applied it on the lid. So going from the lightest shade to the darkest shade. So next going into that Mimosa Mommy color and just kind of applying that with this brush as close to the lower lash line as possible. And then I'm going to be using that Sunkissed shade just to kind of blend everything together. And I absolutely love the way that all these colors together look. I really love the way that this look ended up turning out. And then I grabbed the Balm Mad Lash Mascara and I just coated my lower lashes. And then for my inner corner highlight, I used a highlight by Pixi Beauty. If you guys want to check that out, I'll leave the link to that product in the description box down below, along with everything else. And then the very last thing that I'm doing, I just grabbed my spoolie and I ran it through some bar soap and then ran it through my brow. And this is the finished look, you guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching this tutorial. If you watched this video to the very end, thank you so much for supporting us and watching our videos. And if you want to be entered for our monthly giveaway, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed, turn your post notifications on, and then comment done down below. And our giveaway is unfortunately US only for now. As soon as we can change it to international, we definitely will do that. But yeah, this is the finished look, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!